Oh, remember earlier the earlier video I've made of the series about Eric Edwards. I had accused him of ignoring me because some inmates do that. Some inmates they because of the stresses of and their medications. Sometimes they are put on sedated on heavy medications because they're quote unquote criminally insane or whatnot. And plus, living in a proximity in the neighborhood of other criminally insane inmates tends to make anyone go batty. I lived in China, so I should know everyone. The neighbors drove me crazy, so I drove them crazy back, and it was a crazy fest. I can tell you, they play their Chinese C-pop and not have the decency to put earphones on like I do, so I don't bug people around the house. What happens is all I pretty much hear in China's day in and day out. There's like these three silly Chinese mousy girls. You know the type, bob hair, bangs hair, very mousy. There's a trio of them listening to C-pop all night. And not only that, but the other neighbors, of course, beside me, they were pretty much doing a business deal. Sometimes in rural China, they'll come into the cities. They have a work pass to come into the city to live. It's not like in America where you can just go from city to city. In China, it's different. You need to have especially if you're Chinese, you have to have a pass to go in between the city gates. You have to have a permit to live there, for one thing. So it's an excellent way for the government to keep control of the people. Uh, you can visit, but you can't really stay there. It's strange because Chinese, you're entitled to live in China. So, so in my case, I had a work pass, and sometimes, occasionally, people from the rural that come in to do their business deals, live there for a few months, then fuck off somewhere, back to the village or whatnot, to work on another business deal. They're temporary laborers as well, so they're temp laborers as well. So it's pretty much how during how you have temporary farm laborers, farm hands, sort of like that kind of thing. Um, so my neighbors were these two grunty, older looking Chinamen. The square hair, the expression. Uh, they're probably in their 40s or whatnot, they're going rah rah rah, yelling in their phones all night. Dari double or double G. That means I don't know, or dui dui, or sure. And just basically speaking the imperial northern dialect, which is like Darby quite for got a lot of a growl sound, sort of like how a Louisiana person has or Southerner has that kind of a drawl kind of thing, similar to that. Anyhow, that's all I heard all night, so I went bonkers. In addition to the evening's worth of road rage, loud honking of horns, because there's so many people in China, you can't really move the car, especially in crowded intersections. Those stereotypical Asian crosswalks that are like 8 lanes long. That's actually the truth. So, 8 lanes wide or something, and 12 leagues long. Uh, 12 lengths long, that kind of thing. So you hear all sorts of street noises all night and stuff, and all day, all night. So I pretty much was countering their craziness with my own brand of craziness by cranking up the Mama Cat's version of Dee Dee Doo. What was it, the dog? Hound Dog. You ain't never mind the Mama Cat's version, not the Pussy Elvis version, not the you ain't never mind a hound dog. I had the angry Black Mama one. It's about it's about domestic abuse, or I think from what I understand about the song, it's about domestic cheating or something. Anyway, I got the Mama Cass version. You ain't never brought a hand dog, working on time. You ain't never. No, and I was growling back at them while they're growling back at me, so it was pretty funny. It's really funny. Or that's another time, me and my father got drunk in his apartment in China, and we were just pretty much singing "Oh Canada" all night just to drown out the other neighbors in their domestic bullshit. Uh, So what happened was, so I'm gonna assume that this guy, like most inmates, tend to burn out a lot in there. You can work out. From what I understand, the daily life of inmate is you're of course you're incarcerated mostly in your cell because you wanna insulate yourself from all the craziness out there. So you can pimp out your cell to make it as comfortable as possible with items, blankets, items, that kind of thing, to a certain extent. Some rules, some jails say yes, some jails say no. They don't want to start a riot. So, but occasionally cops, the guards do go in and smash up shit to make sure that there's no contraband, no weapons. For example, I cannot write a letter with staples because these inmates are very clever. They actually make ninja weapons. A T-bone steak, for example, we just carve it into a punch knife or something. Uh, So that's pretty much where this young man's living in for the next he gets out in 2000 and something, 2000 and his profile ends supposed to end this year in August of this year. Anyways, he's supposed to get out in 2107, latest release date, 2000 and 2038. So he should be around his 50s by then. His crime is murder. So. But I actually feel bad for trolling him because the thing is, I thought he was ignoring me like like a school shooter. I wrote to a school shooter. I forgot what his name was because he's so insignificant in my life now. I have his letters in my records. I'll read that later on. So I actually feel bad about this guy because this guy, he's tired. He's on medication. My letters, and it's actually my fault in this case because the letters went into him much later. So all correspondence between inmates and the outside, the civilians outside, go through a censor, of course. So they're reading the letter. So that takes time, and also because I wrote to him much later, as he expressed in his letter. So without further ado, let's read Eric Edwards, perhaps his last letter to me, because I remember I wrote that trolling letter to him. So, well, maybe he has read that letter and he's responding to me. But letter page one, page one, Connolly Eric Edwards. I'm not sure if it comes through, but it's just supposed to say Eric Edwards anyways. His address is down there, as you can see. Right here's the address right here. Again, he's got very nice handwriting. So my name, I won't say my name. What's up, bud? Sorry for the delay in writing to you, but it's around the holidays and I've been short on money. Sadly, Texas doesn't pay their prisoners for labor, so I mainly depend on people to look out for me and send me money. Yeah, tell me about it. That's this program down here. He's trying to get me to sign up for a program called JPay. It's a internet program that inmates can use where you can actually write. If you have a JPay account, you can actually write to them. See institutional email. You can also send money to them so they can spend at the cantina. Again, the inmates are only allowed 1 month's worth of toilet paper. Well, I'm not sure, but a bar of soap at least, and this will buy them more soap and stuff. So my cash or trust fund has been a little low because we can't have cash in here anyways. Anyway, so I'm waiting for my family to send me some money soon. So how was your holidays? Did you eat a lot for Thanksgiving? Do you all celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada? Yes, we celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada, but I believe you guys celebrate it in November. We celebrate it in October. I guess it's because it's climate change, not climate, but climatic differences. Where in America, perhaps winter is a bit. You have a full month of October, while our world shuts down in November, October, Indian summer and whatnot. Indian summer is when farmers and suburban gardeners like myself do their last minute outdoor stuff to get it ready, so it slowly grows. Our outdoor projects. Uh, do you celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada? I'm not sure about y'all's culture over there. My Thanksgiving sucked. I guess that comes with being in prison though. But I guess it comes in with being in prison though. I I was so I hope that your time on in Christmas Day was a lot better than mine. I don't think I smiled once on Christmas. Did you get any presents you liked? I was just I was just going over your letter again, and I noted that you were asking about the Cowboys. Well, we did very well, poorly this year. He's from Texas, so he's a Texas fan. Uh, Playoffs this year, so I guess that's that. So I guess that's that. It doesn't feel so bad though, seeing the Cowboys haven't really had much of an impact in the NFL in almost 20 years. But I still scream for them whenever they're on TV though. So, have you have you set up a GPay account yet? I'm going to, because I'm going to plan to write to more inmates in the future. Um, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. You know, by doing that, I'll get your letters overnight. Yeah, see, like it says internet, it's overnight instead of having to. It takes about a few days to go down to the States because we all. Canada Post flies everything now by airlines. Not airlines, but they fly everything out now. Uh, Back a few months ago, back when I first started pen paling to people around the world, you had a choice to pay for airmail, I don't know, airmail or regular mail, and it came in with envelopes that had the little margins that went that read as red, green, or red, blue, white, red, blue, red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue. But you know how barber shops have those a barber pole has the kind of like a red, white, and blue kind of a swirl. That's the kind of angle that these margin trapezoids were, and it went all around there, and that represented that you wanted to pay extra 30 cents for airmail. But they figured, well, fuck it, just put airmail anyways, because that's what everyone was going for, and it's more cheaper too than train mail. Then the mail goes to the main major distribution cities centers. I think Calgary, I think Toronto is one big major center in Canada, anyways. It goes there, then and it gets filtered off to the different cities and stuff. I'm not sure how they do that. If they use truckers, if they use trains. Canada's rail is very primitive compared to the many crisscrossing rails of Eastern America. There you have a lot of options, but in Canada it's big wide country. Um, so it's just cheaper to use plane actually. Um, So he wants me to open up a JPay account. So have you set up a JPay account yet? I sure hope so. You know, by doing that, I'll get your letters overnight, and I'm looking forward to getting some pictures from you real soon. I'm trying to see some of the. I'm trying to see some of that ass you keep talking about in your last letter. Man, I was getting really Man, you're getting your freak on. Oh yeah, last letter, if you remember, if I did read my letter to him, last letter, if you remember, I was talking out to him about the female athletes over at the Pan Am Village. You got these Cuban girls, you got these Brazilian girls, and the thing is, because I was right on ground level, ushering them into the bus and making and going on with them to the bus, my eye level was at their ass level. I mean, these are goddesses. I mean, athletic goddesses. Come from America. The thing is about South American and American standards of beauty is in America we like in Can America we like to have girls that are thin for some reason, like really thin and however, in Latin America, fat is beautiful. Fat means you're healthy. Fat means that you're of marital quality, kind of thing, I guess. You sort of like not exactly fat, but muscular fat, and over here, like this round shape, this beautiful shape. And yeah, I was just expressing to him that I was up to my eyeballs in female asses, and you can't really touch them, otherwise you get slapped. They're athletes; they'll break your arm off. Especially the American girls, they'll just like, I mean, especially the American baseball girls or the American soccer girls. They'll just knee you in the you just need you in the nuts, and the nuts going flying off to the moon or something. Like athletes are genetically I don't know, somehow, like take Michael Phelps for example. He's got like 14 lungs, 3 hearts, and stuff. He's pretty much evolved into Shark Boy. It's because, and I hope that he does well this year. In a few more months is the real games. Uh, so, anyways, I'm trying to picture some of the asses that I was getting your freak on, man. Put some put some work in for me, though. I know that you have a digital camera, right? In this day and age, everyone has one. Develop me some pictures and send them to me in your next letter, will ya? Now, don't stand me up. I'm looking forward to those. No, don't stand me up. I'm looking forward to those, and try to make sure they're not the blur blurry. They're not blurry. I often work out on the rec yard whenever they call rec, but we don't have a workout facility though. Yeah, I know that sucks. Are you planning on going to the Olympics to volunteer for 2016? I'm going to be looking for you on TV. So what have you been doing lately to pass your time? I didn't think you're going to write me back. It took you so long to respond to my letter, and I thought that I put the wrong address on or something. That's again, I guess, again, that's where he thought I was not standing him up, but it's because of school and stuff, and I didn't know what else to write about. Um, so set me up a JPay account so you can just type in the letters and I can get them quicker. Now I know that that's nothing for the return mail. Now I know that that's nothing for return mail. Uh, because we don't have internet access, so I will still have to write to you the old-fashioned way. Snail mail. Well, I kept up a little bit with the baseball this year also. Of course, you know that my Texas Rangers didn't do so well in the past season, and to top it off, I was rooting for the New York Mets in the World Series. So if you can tell me how that went, disappointed doesn't even describe. So tell me how that went. Disappointed doesn't even describe it. I have too much. I haven't too much kept up with hockey, but I've been keeping up with the base basketball though. The Dallas Mavericks are doing okay, but nothing spectacular though. The Golden State Warriors have a nice little run before losing to the Tri-Wolves. To the Timberwolves? To the TR Wolves? Is that a basketball team? Your Raptors haven't been doing all that bad either. You all have a nice and upcoming team. You should be contenders for the next couple years. But hey, you know how that goes, man. I sure wish I could travel with you. Sometimes it would be nice to see some of them young beauties, especially the Japanese women. I never been around many Asian women in my lifetime. It would be nice though. So what's the next trip that you're planning? Are you coming to America anytime soon? To tell you the truth, yes, I am coming to America. To tell them the truth, I'll be planning to go down to Louisiana to go help rebuild homes and of course help out the neighborhood recover from the flood. Somehow, federal funding had not um, had not um, been applied down there to the recovery of the lower Ninth Ward, and that's this thing here. It's this neighborhood that was really slammed by Lake Pontchartrain, Pontchartrain, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Pontchartrain. Uh, in fact, oh, the lower Ninth Ward volunteer program is actually founded by a Montreal woman who settled there. Actually settled there many years ago, and the program is similar to Habitat for Humanity, where where the owner of the house we provide the labor, but they provide the materials because that's their property still, and they don't want it to be gentrified by the other neighborhoods, so they actually wanted to look, well, they wanted to look renovated, but they wanted to look as it did before. Um, these group have a house you can live in. That is, if it's not if it's not if it's not full. Um, Larger volunteer groups such as churches and whatnot, they go down. They have to find their own accommodations though. But I'm gonna see if they have a place for me to stay for a few weeks after school, after I'm done with school and stuff. And let's see if we can rebuild this thing. What they need to do is really start to. This is the lower ninth ward here. This thing has been nuked. This whole place has been nuked by this thing up here. And the levees. These are wetlands. These are important. These are wetlands. These are swamps. These are bayous. So it's very important they have these wetlands because what happens is all of the toxic shit from the cities, all the northern cities, they flow into this little womb, this little bladder, and that's what's supposed to be. That's what God designed it as. That all these green stuff, mangroves and stuff, would be able to swallow all this fertilizer, all this toxicity, return it back into clean water, and the clean water, it's like the kidneys. It's like the kidneys of our bodies, and it goes into the ocean. Unfortunately, our modern living has kind of overdid that, and it doesn't help the fact that Donald Trump keep on building all these casinos everywhere along the coast. So we want to keep this place up and running as possible. So this is it here. We're trying to rebuild this area here, and hopefully we will be able to do that. That's my. And I don't know what my next trip will be. The next trip will be to BC for my brother's stag party. Weekend. Sorry about that. Weekend. What's it? Weekend cabin trip. I also plan to go down if I have enough money. I plan to go down to Peru, but I don't think I have enough money for airfare. I have enough money for the trip, but I don't have enough money for the airfare. I have school coming up, so it's gonna be crazy. Because I just came back from a NDP meeting, so I should not have gone to that. Actually, that was kind of boring. NDP conference. I did meet some good contacts though. The NDP Socialist Caucus. So he wants to know what my next adventure is. Are you coming down to America anytime soon? I know that you would have a lot of fun over here. Just don't break the law in Texas. Come on vacation, leave on probation. It's the saying. Come on vacation, leave on probation. It's the saying in Texas. Well, this is your app. This is about it. I will be looking forward to your JPay soon. I'll be looking at my JPay very soon though. And send me some money if I can. I was sending him $50. Sending me some money if I can. I'm doing horrible, and by the way, JPay costs the same as stamps. But the pictures are only black and white, so I'd rather have you take some, get them developed, and send them in the mail. We can get freaky pictures as long as there's no nipples and clits showing on women, unless the clothes are unless the clothes are see-through. Okay, I'm not sure what the. So send them on. What good magazines do you all have in Canada as far as going as having women in the go? In America, we have a lot of magazines showing a lot of ass in them. I don't know what your financial situation, but feel free to let me know in JPay so I won't get greedy, because I'm not trying to be a burden to anyone. Well, I'm about to get ready to go and watch some football in the day room. It's Sunday, so a lot of NFL on today. Write to me soon until pen meets paper again, Eric. So I don't know. I mean, if he's gonna, I open up a JPay anyways to write to other inmates. This is actually to facilitate to facilitate money handling, so you can so relatives and whatnot can supporters can donate. Um, so yeah, I'll be answering him letters soon, and hopefully he'll overlook my little funny letter and give him some money, and maybe give him $20, $50 and stuff. And I don't think I can send him any more photographs because they don't exist anymore. I mean, they don't have they're all digital, so they don't have the old camera system anymore. And besides, you can't send your camera of some jails won't let you send picture Polaroids or any kind of film anymore. Because what has happened in the past is people have been smuggling contraband drugs by smearing it on the chemicals, and the chemicals can actually be used to get I don't know. If you go on forums that cater to the deaf groupies, that's us inmate, that's what they give. That's the phrase they give us for writing to these pen pals who write to inmates. They call us deaf groupies. Thanatos tourists, deaf groupies. So um, a lot of times if you go on these forums, which I'm gonna be planning to do in the near future, open up an account, maybe open up my JP account, and as Eric says suggested, and I'll write, ask if you ask the reason why some inmate or some jails won't let you send stuff, such as they have a huge list of stuff you can't sell, can't send. Um, like you said, they sent staples. The inmates turned them into weapons. I'm not sure how they did that. Maybe glued them together through a shuriken or something. Um, but that's Eric Edwards. Hopefully he'll write back to me. Hopefully we'll see more writings from him. I'll talk about the sports with him. Anyways, thanks for watching our show. Thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be right back. Choo!